Okay, we're going to be talking about comets, asteroids, and meteors for this section. So, as I'm reading, please follow along in your textbook. That way, you can take your notes. Imagine watching a cosmic collision. That's exactly what happened in July 1994. The year before, Agustín and Caroline Shoemaker and David Levi discovered a comet that had previously broken into pieces near Jupiter. When their orbit passed near Jupiter again, the fragments crashed into Jupiter. On Earth, many people were fascinated to view images of the huge explosions. Some were as large as Earth. As this example shows, the sun, planets, and moons aren't the only objects in the solar system. There are also many smaller objects moving through the solar system. These objects are classified as comets, asteroids, and meteoroids. Comets. One of the most glorious things you can see in the night sky is a comet. But what exactly is a comet? You can think of a comet as a dirty snowball, about the size of a mountain. Comets are loose collections of ice, dust, and small rocky particles whose orbits are usually very long, narrow ellipses. A comet's head. When a comet gets close enough to the sun, the energy in the sunlight turns the ice into gas, releasing gas and dust. Clouds of gas and dust form a fuzzy outer layer called a coma. Figure 24 shows the coma and the nucleus, the solid inner core of a comet. The brightest part of a comet, the comet's head, is made up of a nucleus and a coma. If you look at figure 24 here, you will see the nucleus and the coma right here. A comet's tail. As a comet approaches the sun and heats up, some of its gas and dust stream outward, forming a tail. The name comet means long-haired star in Greek. Most comets have two tails, a gas tail and a dust tail. Both tails usually point away from the sun, as shown in figure 25. A comet's tail can be more than 100 million kilometers long and stretch across most of the sky. The material is stretched out very thinly, however, so there is little mass in the comet's tail. Origin of comets. Most comets are found in one of two distant regions of the solar system, the Kepler belt and the Oort cloud. The Kepler belt is a donut-shaped region that extends from beyond Neptune's orbit to about 100 times Earth's distance from the sun. The Oort cloud is a spherical region of comets that surrounds the solar system out to more than 1,000 times the distance between Pluto and the sun. Moving on to asteroids. Between 1801 and 1807, astronomers discovered four small objects between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. They named the objects Ceres, Pallas, Juno, and Vesta. Over the next 80 years, astronomers found 300 more. These rocky objects, called asteroids, are too small and too numerous to be considered full-fledged planets. Most asteroids revolve around the sun between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. This region of the solar system, shown in figure 26, is called the asteroid belt. Astronomers have discovered more than 100,000 asteroids, and they are constantly finding more. Most asteroids are small, less than a kilometer in diameter. Only Ceres, Pallas, Vesta, and Hygiea are more than 300 kilometers across. The largest asteroid, Ceres, was recently classified as a dwarf planet. Hint, hint, a lot of you did this in your planet CER that we just did last week. At one time, scientists thought that asteroids were the remains of a shattered planet. However, the combined mass of all of the asteroids is too small to support this idea. Scientists now hypothesize that the asteroids are leftover pieces of the early solar system that never came together to form a planet. Some asteroids have very elliptical orbits that bring them closer to the sun than Earth's orbit. Someday, one of these asteroids could hit Earth. One or more larger asteroids did hit Earth about 65 million years ago, filling the atmosphere with dust and smoke and blocking out sunlight around the world. Scientists hypothesize that many species of organisms, including the dinosaurs, became extinct as a result. Meteors. It's a perfect night for stargazing, dark and clear. Suddenly, a streak of light flashes across the sky. For an hour or so, you see a streak at least once every minute. You are watching a meteor shower. Meteor showers happen regularly, several times a year. Even when there is no meteor shower, you often can see meteors if you are far from city lights and the sky is not cloudy. On average, a meteor strikes overhead every 10 minutes. A meteoride is a chunk of rock or dust in space. Meteorides come from comets or asteroids. Some meteorides form when asteroids collide in space. Others form when a comet breaks up and creates a cloud of dust that continues to move through the solar system. When Earth passes through one of these dust clouds, bits of dust enter Earth's atmosphere. When a meteorite enters Earth's atmosphere, friction with the air creates heat and produces a streak of light in the sky. This streak of light is called a meteor. If the meteorite is large enough, it will not burn up completely. Meteorites that pass through the atmosphere and hit Earth's surface are called meteorites. The craters on the moon are formed by meteorites. Okay, this wraps up section 5, comets, asteroids, and meteors.